Welcome to the next level. I'm your host George, and with me is Barry.
I don't think I can make it to the next level.
Today we're going to be talking about SEGA Ages. SEGA of Japan had a Twitter, survey for Japanese fans to ask them what franchises they wanted to see represented in the next SEGA Ages releases. We've gotten 9 games so far. It's a lot of the typical stuff. I'm surprised that Outrun made it so quickly back in it. We also got virtual racing not that long ago, which is pretty cool. SEGA finally showed off the top 30 results of the survey they showed their fans. So let's go through them, starting with number 30 and going all the way up to number 1. Number 30 starts with Wing War, Outrun 2, including SP, Guardian Heroes, Phantasy Star Old Series, SEGA Rally Series, Dragon Force Series, Fantasy Zones Series, Virtual Racing. Ooh, you're gonna like this one. Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Ooh.
Die Hard Arcade, Spike Out Series, Daytona USA, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Outrun Series, Space Channel 5 Series, Phantasy Star Online, Mushi King, the King of the Beatles series. That's a Japanese arcade series.
Mushi King is my favorite of the Beatles, by the way.
I know. A Golden Axe series, Nights into Dreams, Skies of Arcadia, Burning Ranger, Virtual On series, Puyo Puyo series, Sakura Wars series, Panzer Dragoon series, and now we're getting to number 5 with Shining series, number 4, Virtual Fighter series, number 3, Panzer Dragoon Saga, number 2, Shenmue 1 and 2, and number 1, Jet Set Radio, and that series.
Whoop.
So that means future. That means future, right?
Yeah.
Of course. And then, let's be honest, everybody really wants Jet Set Radio Future. I'm very surprised that it actually got that in Japan. I didn't know the franchise was that popular in Japan. I don't know the sales figures, but it seems that maybe some American people also pitched in on the voting, but
definitely.
What do you think about how these voters are basically asking SEGA Ages to go more 3D than they are 2D? Because the top 4 are basically Virtual Fighter, Panzer Dragoon Saga, Shenmue 1 and 2, and Jet Set Radio, all 3D games.
Yeah. I mean, are they asking M2 to do this, though? It really feels like Westerners hijacked a poll and put in a bunch of series that they know full well M2's not going to work on.
I think so. I think you have a point there, but that means as long as they buy them and they're coming west, I think they should take it seriously at least. I would love to be able to play Outrun 2 on my Nintendo Switch. I think another thing they should have done with this poll is ask what other platforms they wanted these releases in. Not everybody has a Nintendo Switch. Not everybody listening to this has a Nintendo Switch. Should have been on PC, should have been on PS4, and it should have been on Xbox One, but that's my opinion on that. Anything on here that surprises you?
Surprises me? I think Jet Set Radio being number 1 surprised me. I know it's popular, but to be that high on the list is surprising. I think any of these like Dreamcast and even Saturn era games, I feel like those are more in the Sega Europe PC, like D3T sort of wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And some of these games have already been remastered, so I'd like to see the original Jet Set Radio on new consoles, like all consoles. But really, I'd love to see Jet Set Radio Future, but from like a PC, PS4, all consoles perspective. I think in terms of surprises here that I think they actually would do for the SEGA Ages collection, I think I think Spike Out is possible. I think that would be really cool. It's a hidden gem. I'm surprised Sonic 3 and Knuckles is so low.
Same here.
And I don't think that bodes well for people hoping that SEGA will, get off their ass and figure this out.
One thing that really surprised me was that they had Dragon Force on here. That's a franchise you don't really hear much about. And also, like Burning Ranger, I guess it makes sense considering Sonic fans love to come on these pools and always vote like either Knights or Burning Ranger because it's made by Sonic Team. That's a surprising one. Outside of that, I mean, Wing War making it was kind of weird. That's one that doesn't get or at least in America, didn't get a wide release and wasn't as popular. Do you think that SEGA Ages should go more 3D? Because it feels like they've been doing this 2D arcade ports for a while.
Yeah, I think this collection should be much bigger than the limited amount that they're probably going to cover. I think really SEGA Ages should focus on games that have never received console ports. I think that should be their #1 priority. And then #2 would be getting out the classics, and then #3 would be focusing on the 3D games. But yeah, that's my opinion.
What do you think about Phantasy Star Online? Can you imagine the old Phantasy Star Online game with some tweaks to like the way it plays?
Yeah.
And being able to play for free online on the Nintendo Switch console? I mean, I was going to say, is there really free online now on the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
But it...
I think it would be easy to port Phantasy Star Online. I think it would be difficult to support the online community.
I think if they made it peer-to-peer and then like take away the lobby. I mean, I love the lobby with a little soccer.
Yeah.
Or maybe let you host your own like server with your friends. So like, let's say we have a SEGA Bits server, but it's only on when we're on and we're all just chatting as in like a chat room. And they don't have to use any server. I think that could work, and it could be like a, I guess, bypassing the whole idea of you actually having to host a server. If you just make it peer-to-peer. It's kind of like the way that Splatoon 2 runs. Nintendo actually isn't paying any money for that game, for what I hear. It's all peer-to-peer.
Oh.
And they're still charging people for $20 a year. But so Sega could do something like that. They don't have to have a server for it. Maybe even just take out the whole lobby and just let us go on your friends list, pick 4 people, and just go right into the game and play, right?
Right. Yeah, I could see that.
What is your guys' opinion on the top 30 most asked SEGA Ages titles? What titles did not make the list that you wanted? Let us know in the comments below. And let's get Jet Set Radio Future already on the console. God damn it, we need a new re-release of that. So come on, Sega. I know you're not watching this, please. Please. Thank you guys. See you guys next time.